Azamra leloai beodi, Azamra leloai beodi, Ahala, Ahala, Azamra leloai beodi, Azamra leloai beodi, Azamra leloai beodi, Ahala, Ahala, Azamra leloai beodi. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Shabbat Shalom, Cantor Green.
Shabbat shalom.
It's good to see you and good to see, well, I can't see all of you, but we really appreciate you joining us and inviting us into your home this Shabbat. We're going to begin our service with beautiful words on page 10, Yedid Nefesh.
ידיד נפש הפרח אמן משוכבך אל רצונך ירוץ עבך כמו הים ישתחווה מול הדרך כי ערב לו ידידותך מרפאת ובכל טעם איי 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 איי
Lechu neranana ladonai naria letzur yishenu. Lechu neranana, let us go and sing. It begs the question, where are we going? Why do we have to go somewhere to sing? Why doesn't it just say neranana, let's sing? But it says, let us go and sing. Lechu neranana, because we have to make an effort to bring in Shabbat. We have to get up from where we've been during the week. We have to change gears and enter into Shabbat by making Shabbat, la'asot et Shabbat, to make it a true brit leolam, forever, a covenant between us and God. So please join us, sing along, and join Cantor Green on page 11.
And your part is this note. Lechu. Lechu neranena ladonai, Lechu naria letzur yishenu, Lechu neranena ladonai, Lechu naria letzur yishenu nekadma fanav etovdah bizmirot naria לכו נריע לצור אישנו, לכו נרננה לאדוני, לכו נריע לצור אישנו.
We introduce a lot of new music at Azamra. I think it's a laboratory for Cantor Green to really spread her wings and sing the music she loves, and to introduce it to all of us. Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, a new song. It's not always easy to sing a new song, but it's also that variety and that change that keeps our prayers alive. So let's sing together. We're going to turn now to page 13, and I just want to remind you, we're using Sidur Lev Shalem from the Conservative Movement. You can find it on our website at headenver.org/Azamra. So let's sing together, page 13.
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. Try that. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. ספרו בגויים כבודו, ורבים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד. נוראו על כל אלוהים, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. One more time. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו.
Let's turn now to page 20. The words at the arrow. Oh, thank you. We turn now to page 20 at the arrow, Romemu.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'hakodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'hakodsho. Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu, Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu, Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'hakodsho. Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'hakodsho.
Page 22.
I can find it. Ana bekoach gedulat yemincha, tatir terura, kaber rinat amcha sagvenu tare
Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. The Lecha Dodi says that the words Shamor v'zachor, the two different versions of Shabbat that are expressed in the Ten Commandments, use two different words: to keep Shabbat and to remember Shabbat. And our sages interpret these two words as two different focal points of Shabbat. One is to set boundaries, to keep the laws of Shabbat, to refrain from working. And the other, Zachor, is to bring joy to Shabbat, to celebrate, and all of the positive things about rest and renewal. Shamor v'Zachor b'dibur echad, even though these are given in two different mitzvot, in two of the different versions of the Ten Commandments, the author here says they're actually one word. They actually exist together in Shabbat. We can't have one without the other. We need to set boundaries around our work week and limit ourselves, and we also need to express our joy. Both of them are important. Let's sing together the first two and last two stanzas of Lecha Dodi, page 23.
Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmi'anu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet לקראת שבת, לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, בראש מתהדר, נעשוכה, טוב מעשה ומחשבה. Shabbat, nekabela, nekabela, boi veshalom, aterebala, gam vesimcha uvtzola, toch emuneh, am segula, boi kala, boi kala, lecha dodi, likatala, bnei Shabbat, nekabela, bnei Shabbat, nekabela, nekabela.
On page 27, again in Sidur Lev Shalem, available on our website, the psalm says, Tov lehodot ladonai ulezamer leshimcha elyon. It is good to give thanks to God. Why is it good to give thanks? To who does it benefit? Is that for God's benefit or for ours? I would argue that Tov lehodot ladonai means it's good for our benefit to give thanks. We have a need as human beings to give gratitude. And in giving gratitude, in recognizing all the good that we have, whatever it might be, we become strengthened. We become better people. We become more aware of the blessings in our lives, and ultimately it makes us happier to give gratitude. And it's the right thing to do. I want to invite you to take a moment to bring to mind a blessing from this past week, a moment, a gift, a call, a friend, something for which you are grateful. Let's take a moment, and as we ease our way into this song, let's bring to mind our gratitude.
Adonai ulezamer shimcha elyon, tov leodot Adonai ulezamer shimcha elyon, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון.
I'm grateful this week that that friends continue to give me second and third and fourth chances. It's a grace that I don't deserve, but I appreciate. Cantor, what are you, I'm putting you on the spot. We didn't talk about this, but what are you grateful for this week?
I'm grateful that I get to play the music that I love today.
Yeah. Let's keep singing then with Cantor. We're going to start to bring our service to a close on page 51 with Hashkivenu, a prayer for peace, for a restful night, and for renewed life tomorrow. Page 51.
And I also want to say, before we start singing, this is a Hashkivenu written by Dan Nichols, a song that I learned when I was a kid at camp. As we're talking about the music that we picked for Azamra, most of this is music that is meaningful to me and from moments in my life that have been meaningful or remind me of people. This Hashkivenu actually is a song, one of the first songs I taught to my campers when I was a camp counselor and as a song leader. And it reminds me of that time when we were together, when everyone was happy to be singing this beautiful melody together. So I hope you'll sing with me.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, ve'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, ve'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Spread your shelter of your peace over us. Guide us with wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, ve'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Try that with me. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, ve'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, ve'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim.
We now take a moment to bring to mind those that we love, those in our world in need of healing. I spoke this morning with my best friend, who's also a rabbi, and who's currently serving as a chaplain at a hospital on the front lines, in the trenches with the sickest of patients. He shared with me the anguish of families losing loved ones after not seeing them for weeks on end and finally dying in a hospital. It's perhaps the saddest thing to think about people who are alone when they're sick. Because when we bring our love and care, even if we aren't doctors, we can bring a measure of healing when we hold in our hearts those who we love in need of healing. We can hold that space for them. And we also need to hold in our hearts today all the healthcare workers. I've heard from a handful this week who've reached out to me because they need support in this time of increasing need, increasing stress. So let's take a moment from the joy of our beautiful service together to also call to mind those in need of healing.
El na refana la, El na refana la, mi sheberach avoteinu, Elna refanala Mi sheberach imotei Grant us refuah sheima Grant us refuah shleima. May the source of healing renew our body, renew our spirit, and let us say Amen.
We now turn to page 58. I invite those reciting the Mourner's Kaddish to please join me. We are using Sidur Lev Shalem on page 58. And, you know, we've struggled with this question of saying Mourner's Kaddish on this service. We don't have a minyan here in the room, and yet I also understand the pain of families who are saying Kaddish now in their homes without a minyan. I think these are extraordinary times, and we need to bring comfort wherever we can. In a moment, we'll be singing words of comfort. But first, I invite those reciting Kaddish to please join me on page 58. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei ve'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol bei Yisrael, b'agalau v'zman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olmei maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. And our tradition prescribes words that we're supposed to say to mourners. The words are actually back in your book if you'd like to follow along, on page 26. The words are Hamakom yenachem etchem betoch shara avlei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. God is referred to in this sentence as Hamakom, an unusual one of God's many names, but one that's not commonly used. It's used in this context, though. Hamakom yenachem, may the place, literally, the place, comfort you. The Talmud says that God is not located in the world, but we are located in God. That God is the place that holds the universe. And I imagine that wherever we are, even when we are alone, even if you're alone in your home right now saying Kaddish, I bless you that Hamakom, wherever that place is, no matter how physically distant you are from other people, that you feel yourself to be part of a community that brings comfort and brings community. Let's sing together, Hamakom Yenachem, page 26.
Hamakom yenachem, yenachem etchem. May the Holy One comfort you. Hamakom yenachem, yenachem etchem. May our love embrace you. Betoch shar avalei Tzion v'Yerushalayim. May their memory bring you peace, give you strength, and be a blessing. Hamakom yenachem, yenachem etchem. May the one comfort you. Hamakom yenachem, yenachem etchem. May our love embrace you. Baruch atah beboecha, ubaruch atah betzeitecha. Hamakom yenachem, yenachem etchem. May the Holy One comfort you. Hamakom yenachem, yenachem etchem. May our love embrace you.
Our tradition says that whenever Jews gather together, they should exchange words of Torah. And when they do, that God's presence is there with them. By simply learning together, we bring God close to us. That's why every Shabbat we offer you just a little bit of learning to bring to your table. And we hope that we model that here today. We're going to say our table blessings. Perhaps you're saying them with us or learning them with us. And I'll offer you a few words of Torah to share at your table, which I hope you'll share with people you know and bring words of Torah between you. So we're going to say the candle blessings and Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Amen.
We say a Kiddush together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri agafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabar kodshav yavao v'ratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי באנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל עמים, ושבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen.
Ashkoach. This week's Torah portion, Chayei Sarah, begins by telling us that Abraham's wife Sarah died when she was 127 years old. And then the Torah goes on to tell us that after living a long life, Abraham had been blessed by God, bakol, with everything. The plain meaning of the text is that Abraham has worked hard his whole life. He's done as God has wanted and has been rewarded with the abundance of wealth and with flocks and with family. Yet he doesn't have a child. But short of that, he's been blessed with everything. Bakol. Levi Yitzchak of Berdichev, Kedushat Levi, teaches that Bakol can also be understood as that Abraham was blessed along with everything. That Abraham was the kind of tzaddik, the kind of righteous person that did everything in his life not for his own sake. His accomplishments were not just for him. The mitzvot that he performed, the keruv, the outreach to people that he did was not for his own sake, but for the sake of others. And in doing what he did for others, he really truly was blessed with others, bakol, with the fullness of being, with the fullness of life itself. When we give, when we are generous, when we do even the work that benefits us for the sake of improving the lives of others, we bring abundance not only to ourselves, but we bring goodness to the world. We bring blessing and reward to others. That is true generosity. On your source sheet tonight, there's some discussion questions about generosity. I ask there, what are the circumstances? What are the ways in which you are most generous? When are you most likely to be generous? And how do we create more of that attitude in our lives? And what are the times equally that we really do what we do for ourselves? And we need to protect ourselves. We need to provide for ourselves and our families. But when we can discern the difference, when we can know when to really open ourselves up, then we have the possibility of bringing blessing to others and to be blessed truly in everything that we have. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We encourage you to join us every Saturday night at 6 p.m. And again, you can find the download for tonight's source sheet and discussion guide at www.headenver.org/Azamra. And check out Azamra. We also have a survey out to the congregation. We'd love to hear your feedback tonight. So we'll conclude with one more song, Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.